You open TikTok at midnight. One quick scroll, you tell yourself. Suddenly, it's 3 a.m. Again. Ever wonder why TikTok always seems to know exactly what you want to see next? Maybe it's harmless fun. Or maybe someone knows you better than you know yourself. TikTok didn't pop out of nowhere. It rose from the ashes of Vine and Musical.ly. But behind its dance trends and lip-sync battles lies something much bigger: ByteDance. ByteDance isn't your typical Silicon Valley startup. Founded in China by Zhang Yiming in 2012, it quickly grew into a tech behemoth. TikTok's Chinese twin, Douyin, became the blueprint. Same addictive mechanics, very different rules. In China, Douyin isn't just about viral dance moves and pranks. It actively promotes educational and inspirational content. Imagine scrolling through science experiments, history documentaries, or videos teaching traditional Chinese arts. This is Douyin's daily feed. The app rewards users who engage with educational content, handing out digital badges and incentives. There are even state-approved series highlighting traditional Chinese culture, patriotism, and personal growth. Moreover, Douyin strictly enforces screen time rules. Users under 14 are limited to just 40 minutes per day, with a hard cutoff at 10 p.m. Contrast that to TikTok, where teenagers freely scroll through endless chaos and trends until sunrise. Douyin reflects China's broader strategy to cultivate disciplined, socially responsible youth. TikTok? It's a free-for-all designed purely to maximize engagement. The Chinese government closely monitors and regulates Douyin's content. Everything must align with official guidelines, promoting core socialist values. Compare this with TikTok, where viral trends often border on the absurd or outright dangerous. Two apps, same creator, but entirely different societal goals. Here's a secret everyone knows, but pretends not to. TikTok isn't just entertainment. It's designed addiction. Every swipe, pause, or like tells TikTok exactly who you are. Within minutes, the algorithm knows your tastes better than your friends do. It serves bite-sized dopamine hits, precisely timed, digital crack dressed up as harmless fun. Consider this experiment. A journalist created a fresh TikTok account and deliberately interacted only with sad videos. Within an hour, her feed spiraled into a dark loop of grief, loneliness, and despair. Another user casually mentioned a specific snack in a conversation, and suddenly their feed was dominated by related recipes and food challenges. This near-instant personalization isn't accidental. It's meticulously engineered. Whistleblowers reveal that TikTok's algorithm deliberately amplifies content, capable of eliciting strong emotional responses, positive or negative, to keep users hooked. Experts confirm that TikTok's recommendation engine is far superior to platforms like Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. Its predictive capabilities are unmatched, delivering tailored content within minutes rather than hours. For instance, a Wall Street Journal investigation created multiple fake accounts, each programmed with specific interests, one on rabbits, another on extreme fitness, and one with depressive content. Within a day, each account was deeply entrenched in its niche, delivering eerily targeted content nonstop. This rapid profiling demonstrates TikTok's unprecedented power over user behavior. But TikTok's influence extends beyond individual addiction. The platform actively shapes cultural trends. Popular dances, meme formats, and music hits aren't always organically popular. They're systematically boosted by the algorithm. TikTok isn't just following trends, it's creating them. TikTok's influence also extends into politics and public opinion, often in ways that go unnoticed. In the run-up to major elections in the US, Philippines, and Brazil, researchers uncovered coordinated disinformation campaigns, using TikTok trends to amplify certain narratives. Some pushed conspiracy theories, others spread manipulated clips, taken out of context and fed into algorithmic virality, all under the radar of traditional media. And here's the twist. Many of these campaigns weren't flagged. TikTok's moderation tools are notoriously slow to react, especially when content blurs the line between satire, misinformation, and just a meme. That ambiguity gives political actors a loophole. and they've learned how to exploit it well. Meanwhile, TikTok's role in real-world activism continues to grow. Hashtags have launched protests, mobilized youth movements, and even impacted stock markets. Remember the GameStop frenzy? TikTok played a part in spreading it. Movements like Dollar Fridays for Future and Dollar Me Too gained traction among younger audiences, largely because TikTok turned complex issues into viral trends. But there's a dark side too. Misinformation spreads just as fast, if not faster, than truth. And all of it is steered by an algorithm nobody truly understands, not even the people building it. Some tech insiders have raised alarms about this opacity. One former engineer at ByteDance described the algorithm as a black box with a mind of its own, capable of prioritizing content based on engagement alone, regardless of its quality, accuracy, or impact. So while TikTok appears to empower creators and voices, the real power lies with the system deciding who gets heard and who disappears without a trace. Here's where things get even more interesting: censorship. TikTok insists they don't play politics. Sure, because a company partly controlled by the Chinese government would never censor sensitive content, right? Leaked documents from 2019 showed TikTok moderators instructed explicitly to suppress sensitive political topics, such as Tiananmen Square, Tibet, and Hong Kong protests. And it didn't stop there. Reports emerged about shadow banning content critical of China's treatment of Uyghur Muslims, effectively erasing their plight from the global conversation. Creators also found their Black Lives Matter videos mysteriously muted or hidden during critical periods of protest. TikTok labeled these issues technical glitches, though these glitches conveniently aligned with politically sensitive topics. Moderation controversies went global. Nigerian creators reported suppression of posts critical of the government during the SARS protests. Brazilian users noted content criticizing President Bolsonaro's COVID-19 response vanished or lost visibility overnight. LGBTQ+ creators worldwide accused TikTok of systematically limiting their reach, often justified under vague moderation guidelines, claiming protection from harassment. In Ukraine, during the early stages of the conflict with Russia, videos critical of the Russian government were frequently shadow banned or flagged. TikTok called this another algorithmic mishap. Patterns quickly emerged, making the mistake explanation increasingly hard to accept. Internal leaks revealed moderators had clear instructions to reduce visibility for users considered unattractive, poor, or politically inconvenient. TikTok publicly apologized, labeling these directives as misguided moderation practices. Yet, curiously, these practices often align closely with the values Beijing wished to project. Global responses have been swift and harsh. India banned TikTok outright, citing national security risks. In the US, the platform faced bipartisan suspicion, leading to a widely publicized congressional hearing. Politicians grilled TikTok's CEO with tech-illiterate questions about Wi-Fi tracking and eye movement monitoring, showcasing mutual distrust and misunderstanding. But concerns aren't limited to the US or India. The UK, Canada, France, and Australia banned TikTok on government devices, emphasizing fears of espionage and data leaks. European cybersecurity experts warned about suspicious data flows back to China, raising significant privacy alarms. Even countries like Indonesia temporarily banned TikTok, citing concerns over morality and negative influences. Pakistani regulators repeatedly threatened TikTok with bans due to content deemed inappropriate or politically sensitive. In Egypt, creators critical of government actions found their videos systematically buried or removed altogether, fueling further censorship accusations. TikTok responded to these criticisms with elaborate transparency reports, PR campaigns, and vague assurances of neutrality. Yet skepticism remains pervasive. Experts emphasize that TikTok's assurances rarely translate into clear, enforceable commitments. TikTok isn't going anywhere soon. Billions of users, endless scrolling, and the illusion of harmless fun. But remember, if you're not paying for the product, you're probably the product. Think deeply about this. Every second you scroll, TikTok subtly molds your preferences, habits, and worldview. It shapes not only what you see, but also what you think. Ask yourself seriously, who really controls TikTok? And ultimately, who controls you? So as the next video autoplays, consider the unseen forces steering your attention, shaping your beliefs, and quietly directing your digital life. Because understanding this influence might be the first step in reclaiming control. Anyway, next video autoplay in 3, 2, 1. See you next time.